Hi, my name is Tony Zentil. I'm from Laguna Beach, California. I grew up skateboarding, surfing, and snowboarding. Then later on I got into riding bikes and dirt bikes too. Keeping everything tuned up is a crazy challenge. I got a bunch of tools in the garage, summer shop tools, summer tools that I travel with that I just throw in the bag. I started having ideas on how to make these tools better. I started making some prototypes, and what I found was that something that worked well for a skateboard tool could also work well for a snowboard tool, where there was another detail that might work well on a bike tool. And what I found was that I wasn't just making one tool, I was kind of making different tools for action sports, which then kind of really just morphed into this idea for a new brand. I have a snowboard tool I'm calling the powder pliers. It's got a number 3 Phillips for mounting your bindings, a number 2 Phillips, a slotted screwdriver, and a 4mm for your binding hardware. There's box wrenches for replacement binding bolts. There's a removable sleeve that you can use on the number 3 Phillips to lock it at 90 degrees, which is killer for getting some extra torque on your bindings. There's also an edge file if you need to do some on-mountain file work, which is kind of nice if you need to do an emergency tune. Eero Ettila is a Winter X Games gold medalist. He's riding for Fix and super stoked on the tool. We have a system we're calling the all-time belt, and it keeps the tool always within reach. I also have a skate tool I'm calling the board sword. There's a number 2 Phillips, a slotted screwdriver, and an 1/8" hex bit for your deck hardware. There's even a file to score grip when you're building a new board, so that's great if you're on the road traveling or you're away from your garage. The sleeve has a safety blade to cut your grip, a 9/16 wrench for your truck, and a 3/8" wrench for your deck bolts. The wheel wrench has a nice little bend in it so you can get into deep wheel wells, which is kind of nice. Steve Caballero is a skateboarding legend, and we're stoked to have him on the team. Cab also rides motos and mountain bikes. He works on custom cars and custom bikes, so he's always in need of killer tools. I have a bike tool called the wheelie wrench. It's 16 tools in one, and it's also one of the most compact tools on the market. You got all your metric hex bit sizes, torques, and of course slotted in Phillips. There's spoke wrenches. You got a tire lever, a couple box wrenches. There's also a 15mm open-ended wrench, which is great for most BMX axles. Mike Hucker is a top pro BMX rider. He's pretty tough on his bike, and he's back in the wheelie wrench. Hucker totally sends it. Look at how nice the wheelie wrench fits in his 5-pocket pants, and notice that all the tools fit in the all-time belt. Oh, and check out what else the belt does. I really hope you enjoyed the tools, and thanks for checking me out. Rolling. 18. Popeye the Sailor Man. That's what that was.